Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the all-new 2018.5 Montana 3561RL. This is a new floor plan. It's a change on the 3661. This one will be replacing that floor plan. As we go through, I'll show you some of the changes that they have made. First off, real quick on the floor plan itself, you will see it as a very wide open floor plan here. You have 4 slides in this main room, which basically gives it the effect of having 2 huge dual opposing slides. That allows for a couple of great things. One is this massive center island, which we'll get to a little bit later when we go through the kitchen. Also makes a nice big living space. And you can see this beautiful decorative beam that they've put up here in the center. Really gives it that extra pop and flair when people walk in. While we're up at the ceiling, we'll take a quick look up there too. You will notice that the Montana here has your crowned ceiling. It's something they've had for a while now. Really makes it nice and big, helps even out the insulation too, because it's crowned on the interior as well as the exterior. You do have ducted AC throughout the entire coach. This one has 2 quiet, cool ACs, one in the back, another in the bedroom, which means your AC will be about 30 to 35% quieter. And where that fantastic vent fan is right there, that one is actually wired for a third AC. So if you want the third one, you have that option. Otherwise, you can keep that fantastic fan, or the Max Air fan rather, which works wonderfully. You can open some windows up, turn that guy on. You get a nice cross breeze coming through here, and it has a rain sensor on there too. Let's move over into our first slide. This is your table. Montana has gone to the buffet style tables in as many floor plans as they can, and I really do like it. I think it's a great choice, something the motorhome industry has had for a while, but not something you really see in fifth wheels very often. So a couple reasons why I like it. First off, this allows almost every floor plan to have an outside TV. Right where this is here, underneath the table on the other side, there's a nice little compartment for that TV to store. We'll see that when we go outside. But that makes it nice. You know, if you want it, you have it. If you don't, it's not taking up a bunch of realty, no big deal. The other thing is if it's just 2 people, the table's a perfect size. You know, you have plenty of room for your plate, your glasses here, you know, maybe something off to the side. If you want to put some food up on here, you can, you know, so you can kind of grab it. Makes it nice and simple. If you have guests that are coming, friends, family, whatever it may be, this quickly and easily extends too. You'll see there's a lever right here. You simply pull this lever and the table will slide out just like that. And then there's actually a leaf built into the end here. Pull the leaf out, slide it back into place, and now look how much room you have. Huge table here. You can easily set up 4 chairs. It does come with 2 extra chairs as well. They're foldable chairs, but they look identical to these ones. Those are tucked underneath the bed. Now, if you have to do some work here, you have electrical outlets as well. Take a look at this. This guy pops up nice and easy. You'll see you have dual USB ports there as well as your couple of your standard outlets. All the way around here, you have windows in the slide. All the windows do open, which is great. Again, for that cross ventilation if you don't want to run the AC. And you have the roller shades, which are the beige color. I like having beige rather than black because at night when you shut all the windows for privacy, it's still nice and bright in here. Speaking of, LED lights throughout the entire RV. Another big deal. You know, chances are you'll probably have this hooked up. You'll more than likely have shore power, but it's still nice that it's not as big of an energy drain. That way you can save that for other things like your AC, microwave, things like that. As we step back a little bit further, let's take a quick look at the entertainment center over here. So this is one of the big changes from the 3661 to the 3561. Rather than having the entertainment center going basically all the way across, they put it on an angle right here for better viewing angle. The TV is on a swivel mount too, so if you want to turn that one direction or the other, you can certainly do that. And then over to the side, they give you a desk. More and more people are using this as their home. They want a place to work, to sit down, maybe again, maybe you're able to work on the road. This gives you a spot to be able to do that. Up top, you see you have some storage here. You can take a look right there. And then down below, you'll see you have speakers on either side with your entertainment center right here. This is pretty simple to get to. You have this piece of glass. It's simply a push magnet. Lift that up. You can see your multimedia center right there. That unit is your radio, CD, and DVD player, so you can watch a movie. It's Bluetooth capable as well. It's already pre-wired to the TV for the DVD player, by the way. storage over to the side. And then underneath here, look at that massive fireplace. The cool thing about this is, one, it looks really nice. It's a lot more modern than a lot of the fireplaces they were putting in. And it's still a great space heater. You know, if you have electric, you don't have to pay for electric. This is essentially free heat, folks. You know, you don't have to use your propane. Just turn that guy on. It'll do a good job of taking the chill off in this space. Now, because this is intended for a desk, not only do you have a window here to let in some natural light, but you also have an electrical outlet both up top and down below. So plenty of electrical outlets to be able to use, plug things in, LED light right up top there, and additional storage above that. So we go to the back of the RV, beautiful tri-fold sofa right here. Nice and big, nice is great to sit on, but you can lay down here and still have a great angle to watch the TV. Or if you have guests that are staying the night, this is where they'll sleep. This folds out nice and easy, and you don't have a bar on your back like your traditional pull-out. It's not an air mattress that'll deflate on you either. You'll also notice on both sides here that you have some nice end tables, so that way you have a spot to put beverage, or you know, if you need to plug anything in, something like that. You'll see you have electrical outlets there too, so if you have a cell phone you need to charge, not a problem. You have that on both sides. Again, windows all the way across the back, storage all the way across the top. Moving over to the other slide, straight across from the entertainment center, you have your dual theater seating. This is the best seat in the house, straight across from the TV, as I mentioned. 4 cup holders, center storage right in here. The other great thing about this is it is power. So literally just touch a button to raise and lower the legs. That's a huge deal, especially as you get older. I've seen a lot of people that, you know, they will sit in the theater seating, and generally it's pretty tough to get it up in the first place, but even worse is trying to put it back down. Most people don't have the leg strength to be able to do that, so being able to touch a button makes it super convenient. So we move up a little bit further here, we get into the kitchen. And this is another one of the changes they made from the 3661 to the 3561. Your beautiful center island right here. They extended this so you have a much larger island, great prep space. You have dual sink top covers, so you can use this entire thing as prep space. High-rise pull-out faucet here as well. Nice modern faucet. Makes it super easy to wash and rinse dishes. And take a look at the size of these bowls. When I take these sink top covers off here, these are nice deep bowls, and this is huge. You can fit big residential pots and pans in this sink and actually be able to wash them, which is pretty darn cool. Especially because Montana recognizes full-timers. A lot of manufacturers don't. They'll take away your warranty if they figured out you're full-timing, not Montana. So, you know, if you're looking to full-time, this is definitely a great option for you. If we take a look at storage, you'll see you have 2 full extension ball bearing drawers there. So you have to love that. Directly underneath, this is one of my favorites. I love when manufacturers do this. They give you a designated spot for the trash can, right? Far too often you have to try to find a place to put the trash so it's not hanging out. Not only do they give you the spot for it, they also give you the trash can itself. Right over here, this is pretty cool too. You have a little divider right there, so that way you know exactly where your sink top covers go. You don't have to guess anything like that. And plus, they're out of the way, right? Take them off, put them right in there. You know, most manufacturers don't do that, and you have to try to find and take up extra storage. Not in here. Extra storage right over here on the end. You can take a look there. And you also have 2 electrical outlets on the front. So if you do need to plug anything in, whether it's a blender, toaster, electric griddle, you have those electrical outlets there. Take a quick look at the 4th slide, the last slide in our main living area / kitchen. So this confused me a little bit, because if you take a look at Montana's website, they actually show the cooktop over here. So I don't know if maybe that's something that's going to be a rolling change or if they just misprinted it. But either way, this is a great space. You'll see, of course, the beautiful solid surface countertops, just like on the center island here. You have a little power tower over here to the side in case you need to plug some stuff in there. Nice, beautiful decorative backsplash. The cooktop here I like as well. This is something they changed a couple months back. You have the upgraded Furion cooktop here, as well as the oven. That center burner here is big, high output burner. And then the oven itself, take a look at that. Nice big oven on here. My favorite part about this oven, folks, is the fact that this has a sparker. You don't have to get in there with a match and burn half your arm hair off to light this oven. It is nice and simple. Right over here, 4 very wide full extension ball bearing drawers. If you're sick of having a kitchen where you just don't have enough drawer space, they definitely solved it in the 3561 here. You have another drawer right here underneath the oven. And then, of course, as you'd expect, a little storage right up top here to the side, shelf built in. You have to have a spot to put your spices. That will be it. You have the wine rack going across the top, and then the convection microwave oven here. So obviously you have the standard oven if you want to do that, but Montana gives you both options. If you like convection, great. You can certainly use the convection oven here as well. It cooks nice and fast, it cleans easier, and if you want to just use it as a microwave, you can certainly do that as well. Then right over here, you have your residential Samsung fridge freezer combo. 18 cubic foot, plenty of room in here for everything you need. Because it's a 3561, it ends with that 1. That's what denotes the residential refrigerator. If you want electric propane and you love this floor plan, you look at the 3560 instead. Because this one only runs off electric. It does have the inverter, however, folks, so it will still stay nice and cold while you're going down the road. But you can see the space in there. You have some crispers. Right underneath here, you have excellent freezer space. You see it has an ice maker. Your tray is right there. And then underneath, you have that second freezer compartment. So you have great cold storage, but you need more regular storage, more pantry space. Not a problem. Right over here is your pantry. Big, beautiful shelves in there as well. So, no issues. Definitely no lack of storage in the kitchen here. Then lastly, move right over here. This is a nice little coffee bar area. You can put whatever you want there, of course, but that's kind of the intent. You still have the decorative backsplash, electrical outlet right here, so you have a place to set up that coffee maker, plug it in. This is your max air fan control. I showed you that a second ago. Thermostat is directly above that. Now, if we take a look right up top here, storage over on this side. This is your main control panel, folks. They have tucked it away so it's not out in the open. That way it doesn't look all ugly. Just open this up. You can access whatever you want. Tank monitoring panels in there, slides, your tank heaters, because this is capable of, your extended season or 4-season camping rather. So any of that stuff you need to do or get at, that is the panel for it. Right there you see the 2 full extension drawers. And then underneath you have some additional storage right there. One of the last things I do want to hit on, folks, is actually right over here in the steps, right in the bottom. You'll see this one has your central vac system. So the top little plate, you can fold that open, plug a hose right in there. The bottom one is your toe kick. That way you just sweep all your dirt up like a hair salon, kick that guy open, the vacuum will turn on, sweep it right in, shut it down when you're done. The bathroom with the 3561 has a pivot door, so you can easily enter from either direction. Right down here, you will see the foot flush lever toilet. Notice that it does have a porcelain bowl, so it is very easy to clean. And then up top from there, you have a nice little storage cubby here, so whether you want to put towels in there or really whatever else, it is a nice extra storage space. Over here is your one-piece residential style shower with a tri-slide glass door. Having a one-piece shower is great. You have much less chance for leaks. Again, it is residential quality. You can see you have plenty of shelves in there, a seat, and you have your hand wand on a bar, so that way you can adjust the height. You also have a big skylight up top, which not only lets in extra daylight, but will also give you some additional headroom if you are a really tall person. Over to the side here, you will notice you have a mirror as well as additional storage right next to that. Nice little storage area for your toothbrush or, your face cleaning cream, whatever else you may have. And right underneath that, you have a sink top there. Now, one of the things I love about this countertop, notice that they still went with your solid surface. Most manufacturers would put a lesser countertop in here. Montana did not, and it has a molded in bowl, so again, less chance for leaks. And then you will also see you have plenty of storage there underneath. In the bedroom in the 3561, you have a nice kind of farm style slider door here, which I think is a great option. That way, you're not having to worry about having it swing in, taking up a bunch of space. It's nice and simple and easy to use. As we enter into the bedroom, you will see the large king-size bed. So plenty of room. You're not going to elbow each other in the middle of the night. And the other thing about this bed, it is extremely comfortable. This is an iRelax sleep system bed. Probably something you've never heard of, but I'm telling you, when you're out there shopping, lay on the Montana mattress. You're going to love it. You're not going to have to go out and replace it, which will save you some money right off the bat. You'll also notice you have shelves on both sides with electrical outlets, so you have a place to charge your cell phones. If you have a CPAP machine or something else you need to hook up at night, you will see an electrical outlet right down here as well, so that you can hook it up right there. And then if we take a look at the headboard, big leather headboard, couple LED reading lights up top there too. Now you will notice again that as I mentioned, you have the second AC in here. You can see your air returns right over here. Right up front in the very nose is the large wardrobe. You do have double doors there with mirror on them. If you take a look, you see that hanging rod going all the way across, electrical outlet in there, and some great shelving down below. If you're a big fan of bringing shoes with you, again, especially if you're living full-time, you have plenty of storage for shoes, or if you just have a lot of folded clothes, you know, maybe you can't hang enough up, you have extra space for them there too. When I open this up, you know, this kind of gives you some versatility. If you want washer and dryer, this is where it would go. Remove these shelves here, allows you to get a stackable washer and dryer in there. If you don't want washer dryer, this just gives you that much more storage. There is a hanging rod going across here as well as a couple of shelves. You know, you can remove the shelf, use the hanging rod, keep the shelves, really whatever you want to do, as I mentioned. Just kind of lets you customize it the way you want to use it. So we take a look at the foot of the bed. You'll notice another electrical outlet right down here. You have a nice little dresser, so, you know, again, for like socks, underwear, things like that. You'll see you have a window here, so that lets in some of that natural light during the day. And up top is the TV. This is one of those minor things that I like that Montana changed. You know, they listen to their customer, the people that are buying these, and one of the big complaints was that it's hard to watch the TV. It's hard to get a good angle from, you know, when you're laying down on bed or in the bed, everything's kind of black. So what they did is they actually angled the TV here. So that way, as you are lying down, it's a nice straight view to it. Kind of a minor thing, but, you know, I really do like the fact that they went ahead and changed it. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the 2018.5 Montana 3561 RL. We'll start right up front here. On the 2018.5, they did do some color changes on the front cap. I think it looks really nice, you know, a little more streamlined. And you'll also notice it is still a beautiful painted front cap on here, so definitely no sacrifice in quality. LED lights both on the sides as well as one running across the top, give it that nice look at night. And then you'll also see the mirror right here in case you are, or rather when you are backing up to hook up, you're able to easier align your kingpin with your hitch. Another thing you will notice is this sticker right here, which shows that the Montana now has a 3-year structural warranty. So great warranty on a great RV. If we take a look at the kingpin itself, this is the Rotoflex head here, so that helps with some of the bucking and chucking. It's a pivoting head. That way as you're starting and stopping, you don't get that herky-jerky feel. When you come right in the front here, I went ahead and opened this up. You will see it's nice, clean front storage area here. So, you know, great cable management. It's all over here to the side. You'll see they, you know, have went ahead and tied things back, so they're not just free floating in there. You do have a battery disconnect right there. That is to your inverter, folks. So, you know, if you're having issues when you're hooking up to your tow vehicle, your refrigerator's not running, it's not turning on, you need to make sure that that battery disconnect right there is on. You'll also see that you have your hydraulic fluid fill right there. So, you know, again, something that's nice and easy to get to for the maintenance side of things. Coming along the side, right over here, you have one of two 30-pound propane tanks. You'll have one on this side and one on the other side. You'll also notice right here, you have your level up system. That is a hydraulic auto level. Super simple and easy to use. The controls on the other side, literally touch a button and within about 2 minutes or so, the coach will have leveled itself out, and it has a memory. So when you're done camping, you can just have it move right back to where it is, so you can just, or where you dropped it off at, so you can just back your truck right up, hook up, and go. Pass-through storage. Covered hinge, as you'd expect on any high-end coach. We don't have a bunch of rust coming down the door here. It is magnetic. That's something that Montana changed about a year ago. They used to have struts on this side. If you don't have a campside slide right here, they have gone to magnets. That way it goes all the way up, so you don't have that, you know, that head knocker hanging out right here. If we take a look inside, you'll see the massive pass-through storage. The reason that Montana is able to get such a big pass-through storage is because they utilize what is called drop frame construction. And if you take a look right underneath here with me, what you'll notice is you see this I-beam. This is the drop I-beam right here. Where it cuts off, there's actually another I-beam up. It's all covered up. You can't see it, of course, because it has the enclosed and heated underbelly. But there's another I-beam that runs the entire structure. Most manufacturers just run that one all the way through, in which case you lose all of this extra storage right here. So Montana then drops it down, still gives you great structural integrity, and opens up all this great storage here. You'll also see that you do have an electrical outlet in there as well as another central vac system, so you can quickly and easily vacuum out your pass-through. Another thing I love about the pass-through on the Montana, the slam latches actually work. You shut the door, it's a nice heavy door, slams shut just the way that it should. Take a look at the sidewall. Obviously you have beautiful fiberglass on there, as you would expect. Frameless windows. Frameless windows are great. Not only do they look nicer, but also because the seals themselves are tucked behind the glass, they don't get beat up nearly as bad by the elements. And because of the way they open, you can keep them open while it's raining. You'll see your outside speakers. Those are hooked up to your multimedia center inside, but as I previously mentioned, that is Bluetooth capable. So that way you can sit right out here underneath your awning and be able to control it via a smartphone, tablet, something like that. Nice big awning here too. And again, this is your main camp area. So this is exactly where you want the awning. Power awning, touch a button, roll it out. Same thing to go back in, and it has LED lights on there. You'll notice you have an electrical outlet right outside here. If you need to plug anything in, that is the place to do it. Getting in is super simple too. Montana has gone to the More Ride step system. I love these steps. They're super sturdy. One of the big problems, and especially people that have like seasonal lots, they'll build these big elaborate steps, almost try to make like a little porch, because they don't like having that feeling of going in and out constantly and have it, you know the feeling. You kind of step on it, feels like you're gonna fall down. Not the case here, folks. This is a super sturdy step system. You have all aluminum steps with the grip tape on there, so if it's wet, you're not gonna slip and fall. Not only do you have the foldable grab handle, they actually extended this out. This is longer than most grab handles because the steps come out a little bit further. So that way it's nice and easy to grab it from the very first step here. Now, they have actually altered this system within the last year or so to make this a little bit easier to get in and out. Because it doesn't fold up like most do, into this sidewall right here, what this one actually does is it folds up and into the doorway. Now, what they've done is they've added struts. They know that, again, people that are buying the Montana, sometimes, you just don't have the strength to be able to lift the stairs up like you used to have to. With the struts, it's super simple. They basically do all the work. Sits up just like that. The struts keep it nice and tight. Then all you have to do is shut the door. You're good to go. You're down the road. So nice, easy step system right there. It's just as easy to drop it right back down. Moving down a little ways here. Right here's the outside TV. I had mentioned this previously. This is on the other side of the buffet table. So, if you want to sit out here and watch TV, you have a spot in which you can do it. If you're not a big person that likes to watch TV, not a problem. You can take this out, use it for storage, or leave it there. It'll help your resale value because maybe someone else does want it. And again, it doesn't take up a lot of realty. So that's a cool extra option, or a cool thing that they did rather, right there. If you take a look underneath, we can see the wheels here, aluminum alloy wheels. That way they're not gonna rust on you, same thing as the steps. Aluminum doesn't rust as great, less chance for corrosion. You have your G-range tires on here, so better tires than most manufacturers are putting on. And if you look right in between, you will see the Road Armor suspension system. That's something new that Montana has switched to. Great suspension system. It uses rubber on either side. You have about 3 inches of movement on both the lead and the rear axle there. So again, that in conjunction with the pivot head there really helps take a lot of that bucking and chucking out of the road. And it really helps reduce a lot of the chatter from the road to the frame. Right here on the back is your rear mounted ladder. This makes it super simple to climb up onto the roof, whether it's for maintenance or just to brush it off. Plus, this way you don't have to bring a ladder with you. You'll also see the beautiful rear picture window there, so you're able to see out the back if you have a great view. And then right above that, you have your backup camera prep. This is a big RV, folks. If you want a backup camera, having the prep makes it a lot easier to be installed, meaning it will save you a lot of money to have it installed as well. It's not nearly as expensive when it has the prep there. Right back here is your 50 amp detachable power cord. And then you will also notice this one is equipped with a hitch. That's great too, if you want to hook up a bike rack. Right here on the off-door side, you have your 12-gallon gas electric water heater. And then as you move up a little bit further, you get into the convenience center. This is great. This is where the majority of your hookups are. You see you have your outside shower with hot and cold water, light of course, everything you basically need for winterization is right there. City water connection, black tank flush. Your valves are insulated. Again, this is capable of 4-season camping. Battery disconnect right there too. Remember, this is your main battery disconnect, not the one up front. Cable and satellite inlets are there too. If you actually take a look right here, folks, this is that inverter. You can see that this is running up front to that battery disconnect I was talking about. And again, you need to make sure that that is on while you're going down the road to keep your fridge cold. Second 30-gallon propane tank right there. This is your auto level system right behind this panel. Cool thing about it, folks, if you don't remember how to use it, right here's a nice, quick, and easy guide. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the all-new 2018.5 Keystone Montana 3561RL. If you're interested in this fifth wheel and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.